funnily enough, 21 years ago now, when I learned about the truth vibrations, alongside that was that they were going to wake people up from their coma. They were going to also bring to the surface all that had been hidden from humanity. Now, of course, crikey, has that happened or what? And it's happening more all the time. And the third element was, it was going to bring some serious geological effects, not least because we have an Earth which is, when you look beyond the holographic level, what we call the physical level, you're into the electrical and digital and vibrational levels. So when anything seriously vibrationally is changing, then there is a restructuring of all vibrational fields that come into contact with it. So there is a restructuring going on of the Earth's vibrational field. And this is a whole area that I'm introducing into my my talks, in that whole first section about the nature of reality. I'll be doing this in Los Angeles, and that's the fact that the base, the foundation of this reality is waveform. It's vibrational information, which we decode through to electrical information, and it operates on electrical level, and it comes through to the digital level and the holographic level we call the physical. Now, the level that we're looking at when we look at what the sun's doing at the moment, and in many ways the level we're looking at in terms of the effect on the Earth, is the electrical. This universe is, on one level, an electrical web. It is like a wireless internet. It's an electrical system of information. The sun, I would strongly suggest, is nothing like mainstream science says it is. It is not something that generates its energy from its core, and that, well, I read in some articles, takes 1 million years or something to get to the surface and be ejected. It's not like that at all. The sun is 99.9% plasma. The universe, this is mainstream science, is 99.9999% plasma. And plasma is the vehicle through which electricity is channeled. It's like the means through which the electricity travels, and that electricity in its prime state is information. And what the sun is it's not something where the energy is coming from the core. It's like a gatherer or a focal point of massive electrical power, and it comes to the sun from this plasma electrical web that is the universe on that level, and it draws that energy into itself and then refracts or projects it out into the solar system. So when it's picking up more of this electrical energy, that's when we say the sun is in a active state. There's more sunspots, there's more flares, the whole thing. When the energy cycle, the electrical energy cycle in this solar system is on a down phase, then the sun is not basically working with the same level of electrical energy, and thus we have the down, quieter time of solar radiation. And clearly there is a period we're looking at now where the power of the energy that the sun is, if you like, gathering and then projecting into the solar system is getting more and more powerful. And in doing so, it must affect life on Earth. It must affect what are we talking about? I mean, here we go. What are they saying? Electrical systems are being affected because it's electricity on one level that's being projected. And you know, scientists have no problem about electromagnetic fields and all that stuff. You can't have an electromagnetic field without electrical charges. Without electricity, you can't.
Right.
And thus, by the very nature, we we live in an electrical universe. And so this electrical power is getting more and more strong at this moment, and of course we're going to be affected by that. Not just electrical systems, but we're electrical.
Exactly.
The planet's electrical on one level. I mean, the brain's electrical, for goodness sake. Look at it. That's when we have thoughts. It's an electrical system going on. The whole genetic structure is on one level electrical. So we're going to be affected by this in terms of the way we decode reality, in terms of the way our body reacts, and all the rest of it. Because we are electrical on one level. I keep saying that because we operate on multi-levels of reality. But on one level, we're electrical systems interacting with electrical systems, and it's like a computer interacting with a wireless internet. Same basic principle.
Exactly.
And it's not just in terms of technology that's affected. Multi-levels, emotionally, mentally, physically, etc. In terms of the planet that we're talking about, all going to be affected by this increased electricity. When you have a situation where, I've heard scientists say we don't understand why stars are sometimes brighter than at other times. I've read articles about that. Well, it's like look at a star, look at the sun, and think dimmer switch. You push the dimmer switch down, the amount of electricity generated to the light is reduced, so it dims. You increase the electricity, and it increases the power of the light. Because, and then from this perspective, Maria, we can start looking at how astrology works on this level, because the sun and the planets and the stars are electrical, vibrational, if you like, entities that are interacting with this electrical mesh, this electrical web that we are constantly interacting with. So as the planets move, they are affecting the information construct that we're interacting with. So if you are born at a certain time, some people say it's the point of procreation, but it's certainly it's take birth. When you're born, you are picking up an energy field that connects with yours, which is the information construct at that time, dictated to a large extent by the sun, by where the planets are, and therefore how they're affecting this field. And then you are then going to interact with this collective field I'm talking about in a different way to someone born 2 months later or 3 months later, when they take on a different, sometimes very different, even a few minutes can make a difference in terms of the way our energy field through what we call our life then interacts with the wireless internet, the cosmic internet, as I call it. And this is why really detailed astrology is a science. It might not be the stuff you get, in a newspaper where it's 2 lines and all the rest of it, but detailed astrology can be a science of reading these information fields that we take on. This is why you get groups and clusters of people with certain abilities and certain aptitudes that tend to come from certain times of the year.